Chapter 5. The Encounter. In the dead of night, Emily, unable to sleep, decided to explore the village further. As she ventured away from the camp, she saw a faint light in one of the abandoned houses, flickering like a candle. "Guys, you need to see this," she called out, her voice echoing through the village. The others joined her, their flashlights cutting through the darkness. As they approached the house, they saw a ghostly figure, a woman in a tattered dress, her eyes glowing with an eerie light. She floated towards them, her expression filled with sorrow and anger. "Who are you?" Zoe asked, her voice shaking. The ghostly woman raised a hand, pointing towards a large, ancient tree at the edge of the village. The air grew colder, and the whispers intensified, filling their ears with a cacophony of voices. "We need to follow her," Alex said, his voice steady despite the fear gripping him. Chapter 6. The Dark History. The ghostly figure led them to the ancient tree, its gnarled branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. At its base, they found a hidden entrance to an underground chamber. The door creaked open, revealing a dark, narrow staircase descending into the earth. "This place feels wrong," Chris said, his flashlight illuminating the damp walls. They descended the staircase, finding themselves in a large chamber filled with relics and artifacts. The air was thick with the scent of decay, and the walls were covered in strange symbols and writings. "This explains the hauntings," Alex said, his voice filled with awe. "The spirits are restless, seeking justice for their untimely deaths." Chapter 7. The Curse. As they continued to explore the chamber, they found an old leather-bound journal hidden among the relics. The journal detailed the island's dark history, describing a series of tragic events and a curse placed upon the land. The final entry spoke of a ritual to appease the spirits, but it was never completed. "We need to finish the ritual," Alex said, his voice determined. "It's the only way to lift the curse and put the spirits to rest." The journal outlined the items needed for the ritual: a lock of hair from each member of the cursed family, a piece of clothing, and a personal item. They spread out, searching the chamber for the items. Chapter 8. The Ritual. With the items in hand, they returned to the clearing where the ghostly figure awaited. Alex began to recite the chant from the journal, his voice echoing through the underground chamber. The temperature continued to drop, and the whispers grew louder, the spirits drawn to the ritual. As the final words of the chant echoed through the chamber, the ghostly figure let out a final anguished cry before dissolving into the air. The whispers faded, and the oppressive atmosphere lifted. "We did it," Chris said, filled with relief. "The curse is lifted." Chapter 9. The Aftermath. The group made their way back to the surface, their bodies trembling with exhaustion and relief. The night air was cool and refreshing, a stark contrast to the stifling atmosphere of the chamber. "We need to tell someone about this," Emily said, her camera still recording. "People need to know what happened here." Alex nodded, but his thoughts were elsewhere. He couldn't shake the feeling that their ordeal wasn't over. The island's dark history still lingered, its echoes haunting the woods. As they walked back to their boat, Alex made a silent vow. He would return to Blackwater Island, not to uncover more secrets, but to ensure that the spirits trapped within could find peace. Chapter 10. The Haunting Continues. Despite their harrowing experience, the group couldn't forget what they had witnessed. The images of the haunted island and the ghostly figures lingered in their minds, a constant reminder of the darkness they had faced. Alex, true to his vow, began researching ways to cleanse haunted places. He reached out to paranormal experts and historians, determined to find a way to help the restless spirits of Blackwater Island. Meanwhile, Emily compiled the footage they had captured into a documentary, hoping to shed light on the island's tragic history. The film garnered attention, drawing curiosity and sympathy from viewers around the world. With time, the group remained close, bound by their shared experience. They continued to explore the unknown, but with a newfound respect for the supernatural. They understood that some mysteries were better left unsolved, and some places were best left undisturbed. So, the haunted depths of Blackwater Island remained, a place of echoes and shadows, where the forgotten souls of the past lingered in the darkness, waiting for the day they could finally find peace.